And the majority of your mental health issues come from worrying about what other people think. Welcome, queens and kings, to How to Improve Your Mental Health, part 30. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing stopping caring what they think. That's right. Me personally, I gave up a long time ago worrying about what other people think. So if you want to get on the same page, hit that like button. And if you're new here, please hit subscribe and join the One App community. So let's start with a little bit of story time. Once upon a time, there was a young lad called Shez, and he literally didn't care what anybody else thought.
How can you not care?
Like this.
And it didn't end very well, because when I was younger, I had no fear. When I was younger, I literally didn't care what other people thought. But that ended up with me sometimes being selfish. That ended up with me not considering other people's feelings. And that's not what I'm talking about in this video. By the way though, what I will say is at that point in my life, I had no anxiety. I had no stress. I didn't care what other people thought. I put myself first, and I did what I wanted to do. And most of the time, it was fine. But occasionally, like I said, I'd cross the line and I'd hurt other people. So then what happened was, I started caring about what other people think. And you know what happened? I sort of went backwards in other regards, because although I became nice and I started considering what other people thought, I stopped putting myself first. And then at some point came this overwhelming wave of what will they think? What will they think? What will they think? And if I'm honest, it has stopped me from doing a lot of things in my life. And now I'm at a point where, you know, I love my Marvel references. In Avengers Endgame, when Hulk becomes Professor Hulk and he says,
I put the brains and the brawn together.
Well, now I've combined stopping caring what people think and matching it with good intentions. Now, I don't care what people think, but at the same time, I don't do things that are going to hurt other people. I always try and do things that are good for other people. I try and be of service to other people. And on that regards, I feel like now I'm moving forward with my life. The biggest example is making YouTube videos. Last year, making TikTok content. A year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I had so many ideas for things that I wanted to do, content that I would love to be creating. But I really deep down thought, what if other people don't watch it? What if other people laugh at me? What if other people mock me? And that caused anxiety in me not wanting to create content. And you know what? I like talking. And now if you notice, some of my videos get 5 views or 10 views or 12 views at a max. And I don't care, because this is what I want to do and I'm going to do it. As long as I feel well and up to it, I like to record videos. And for that reason, I stopped caring what other people thought. Along this series of videos, I've said several times that all of the videos I'm making link up together. And the best example in this case is video 26, goals. In that video, I said, goals and mental health go hand in hand for me. If I'm not achieving things, my mental health gets bad. And I can't achieve things if I'm forever worrying about what other people think. I can't achieve things if I'm worrying about what other people are going to say. I'm telling you something now, other people are going to slate you no matter what you do. Other people want you to do exactly what they're doing. Sit back, do nothing and achieve nothing, because that's what they're doing and that's what makes them feel comfortable. I've observed in my life, when you achieve, when you excel, people around you will snigger. People around you will mock you. Do you know why? Because they can't get to that level. They can't ever bring themselves to come out of the comfort zone. Today, I've been to the gym in the morning, I've done a 10-hour shift at work, and now I'm sitting here recording a video. Most people I know wouldn't do any of that. Most people I know will literally, if they've been to work and come back, that's enough for them. And so they don't want me going to the gym in the morning and getting in shape and looking good, and they don't want me to come back home and make this YouTube video, because there's a chance that somebody might like this YouTube video and this YouTube account could grow, and then I might be able to quit my job, and people don't want to see you do that. And for that reason, you have to be so focused in what you're doing that you have to stop caring what other people think. You have to try to stop caring what other people think. One thing I will mention to you though, A lot of the times, the things that we think other people are saying about us, they're not even saying. They're too busy in their own lives to care, but something inside of us, and usually it's caused by traumas in our life from back in the day, experiences that have made us feel like this. We think everybody else is looking at what we're doing and laughing at us and mocking us and stopping us from doing what we want to do. And in reality, as much as I said earlier that some people may be focusing on you and what you're achieving, the majority of people are too busy getting on with their own lives. They've got way too many stresses of their own to be concerned with what you're doing on a regular basis. Another side of this is that you will worry about what other people are saying and doing because of what you've been through. And that's why I'm saying you have to try to let go of what other people think. It isn't easy. In the same way that we said in video 10, let go of negative energy, anything that doesn't serve you. Well, worrying about what other people think about you doesn't serve you. I don't want to be that guy that sits there and goes, you only get one life, and what you're going to do when you get older and you've got regrets. I know what I would hate. I would hate to be 68 years old and sitting there thinking about, if I'd have stopped worrying about what other people thought, I might have made some YouTube videos about mental health once upon a time. That is way worse for me than actually sitting here, and people can say what they say. I get negative comments on TikTok. I get a lot of negative comments on TikTok and I never rise to it. What I say is that they need the blessings more than I do, so I send them blessings. They need to heal, and for that reason, you shouldn't rise to it. You can't let other people control what you're going to do in your life. The people with power already have enough control over our lives. Now you're going to give power to the people around you as well when it's your life. And I bring everything back to this because this is what matters the most to me. As being a parent, there's a lot of things that I need to show my son. There's a lot of things you need to show your child. And one of them has to be that if we sit here worrying about what other people are saying and doing, we're never going to do anything. We have to teach the future generations that as long as you're not hurting anybody else, you shouldn't care what other people are doing. And if you're just out here trying to be the best version of yourself and you're putting yourself first, video 18 in this series, then what does it matter what other people say? I've been speaking about recently not having a lot of money. Well, ultimately, when it came time for me to pay my bills, other people's opinions don't pay those, do they? We are out here trying to be the best versions of ourselves. No, you cannot get to the level that you'd like to be at if you worry about what other people do. What other people think of you does matter. Of course it does. We all want to please people. We all want people to say we're awesome and give us adulation, but it rarely happens. Nobody is able to please all the people all the time. There's people who are only doing good in the world. Mother Teresa, and people will find fault in her. People will say that she did something wrong and that she neglected that or she did something wrong. You can't please other people. So the best thing that we can do out here, the best thing that I'm going to try and do for you guys is lead by example. And if I come out here making videos, you know that I don't care what other people think. I'm only preaching what I practice. My only concern is raising my son in this world. The world he's growing up in is not a pretty place. So the last thing I need him to do is be concerned about what other people are doing. As long as he's not harming anyone else, don't care about what other people are doing. And that's how you get ahead. And when you get ahead, and the likelihood is your mental health is going to be much better because you're a lot happier in yourself. When you practice self-love, video 17, you don't need other people to validate you. Validation is a dangerous concept because the more you need other people's approval to do things, the less you'll achieve. And the more validation you need from other people, the more anxiety you'll have before you make any decision. And we've talked about decision making as well in video 25. And in the video 25, I said exactly the same thing. As long as you're not hurting other people, you can't be bad. And the same message goes here. Do your best, raise your children right, and tell them to stop worrying about what other people think, because we only get one go at this, and you can't spend your life worrying about what he thinks or she thinks, Because if you do that, you'll never do anything in life. Everything you try to achieve will fill you with anxiety. The key word in all of this is try. It doesn't come easy. It doesn't come easy. It takes practice. It takes a lot of work on your part to stop caring what other people think. When you get to that point, you'll know, because you start feeling invincible. And it's not an arrogant invincible. There's no arrogance in this. We're here to talk about positive mental health. We're here to talk about bringing smiles to the world and spreading love in our community. And I don't care what other people think. Somebody out there will always think that what you're doing is wrong. And the only person that can validate you is you. Alright, Queens and Kings, I'll be back tomorrow with another installment of how to improve your mental health. I'm Shez Sheikh, I'm the urban hippie, and I don't care what other people think, because we all need a positive